Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Friday evening inside Hendrickson Field here in Enderlin, North Dakota. It is our sixth game of the day, featuring the Burros out of Region 2 of Hillsboro Central Valley going up against Northern Cass out of Region 1 here for the Jags. I'm Chase Miller alongside Joey Hughes. Welcome to our pregame show. The Burros just a couple hours ago pick up a win over the Kinder Vikings 11-9. They will try to pick up their second win here in Enderlin on this Friday. While for Northern Cass, they will have back-to-back games here for the Jags as they will go up against the Enderlin Eagles in a Regional encounter coming up here later tonight. That'll be at 7:30. It's the Burros and the Jags will continue into this for our starting lineups and the opening pitch around the corner on yourliveevent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. Three main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
As we come back here on yourliveevent.com, as we get you ready for the starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products. Go to crystalsugar.com. That again is crystalsugar.com. Hillsboro Central Valley will be the visitors in this game. They'll go like this. Tyson Luschik will be the leadoff batter playing second base. Bryce Miller will be batting second, playing third. Chase Hafley, the shortstop, batting third here after Miller is second and Luschik again is first. Riley Richter batting cleanup, the first baseman, with Alexander Duffner in center field batting fifth. Austin Cotton batting sixth with a catcher. Brandon Chenault batting seventh will be on the mound. Elijah Smallback will be in left field, and then Sumby will be batting ninth here today in right. So Luschik, Miller, Hafley, Richter, Duffner, and Cotton, Chenault, Smallback, and Sumby here for the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley. Metzger will be in left field. Huzar will be in center with Wadeson in right. From there you have Hoppy in left field, Hoyland at shortstop, Osi at second, Clement at first base, Wadeson at behind the plate, and then Riker Stroman will be on the mound here today for Northern Cass. Again, that is a look at your starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Go to crystalsugar.com. That again is crystalsugar.com. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. One more time, that is crystalsugar.com. Northern Cass and Hillsboro Central Valley will get you ready for the first pitch and return here on yourliveevent.com.
You expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
Bottom of the first inning, or top of the first inning here today in Enderlin. Jared Hoff will be calling balls and strikes. Scott Carlblum will be in the infield here for this one. Northern Cass in their all-black uniforms here today. Northern Cass across the front in cursive with the white numerals with the gold piping down the side. Well, for the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley, they will have their blue tops here for HCV with the white pants. Is Lushik, Miller, and Halfley again due up here for Hillsboro Central Valley. The Burros at 5-3 in the season, going up against the 10-2 Jags of Northern Cass. This is our final 5-inning or 90-minute contest here today. And then we'll have one regular 7-inning game following this for a Region 1 counter. Opening pitch scheduled and slated at 5:57. About 10-15 minutes behind schedule after the first game, which all things considered not too shabby here in Enderlin. This one will miss on the outer part. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike to Lushik here for the Burros second baseman. Here's the 1-1 offering. Big swing from Tyson, 1 and 2. Riker Stroman on the mound again here for Northern Cass. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the pitch on the way. Chopped up the third baseline. That'll go foul, and we'll keep it at 1-2. So for Northern Cass, their question has been over the last couple of years, can they get out of Region 1? But a team that has been knocking on the door in recent years, making it to the Final 3 or the Championship Series. The 1-2 offering. They've had really good players like Keegan Neva here a couple of years ago who piped one past the rail tracks here at Hendrickson Field. Here's the 2-2 offering from Stroman. This will run in, miss. Now 3-2. Central Cass has been the team to beat in Region 1. As for Region 2 for the Burros, the team to beat has been Thompson, literally across the state and the region. Here's the 3-2 offering. Big swing, foul tip, and we'll keep it at 3-2. The Squirrels have won 4 straight in Region 1 for region titles. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, just the state championships, they've won 3 straight from the state championship alone. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Burros leadoff batter in Lushik. This will be smoked down the third base line foul as Coach Ben has to nearly duck out of the way. So a good leadoff bat here for Lushik, looking to cap it off with a walk or get on base in some capacity here against Stroman. And this will be a one-hopper past the glove of Hoppy into left field. Tyson gets aboard with a leadoff single. As we'll see Bryce Miller, the third baseman, now coming up to the plate. As Wadeson will talk it over here with Stroman. More importantly, just about how much you want to pay attention to the runner at first. Go over the signs of what you're kind of looking at here with the runner aboard. And a Miller at the plate. As Hoppy will play even with the bag at third, as Clemon will hold the runner on at first base. One batter up and one batter on for the Burros here in the top of the first inning. Another matchup of Region 1 versus Region 2. Northern Cass will deliver a strike with Parker Stroman. It's now 0-1. Second matchup here for the Burros going up against a Region 1 opponent. They will play 3 Region 1 teams this weekend. Already defeating Kindred, playing Northern Cass here, and have a game tomorrow at 2 o'clock with Oaks. The pitch. I'll miss for a ball. It's now 1-1. Wind continues as it has done throughout the majority of the day, blowing to straightaway center field here at Hendrickson Field. One ball, one strike as Stroman looks back the runner. Sliding back in safely will be Lushik, and we'll keep it at 1-1. Taking his lead is Tyson off of first. Stroman will work from the stretch for the southpaw. That'll miss outside low. It's now 2-1. Just past the 6 o'clock hour today here at Hendrickson Field. Coverage got underway 9 hours ago for the first game at 9 o'clock in the morning. 2-1 pitch is hit in the air. That's going to go right to the left fielder. Coming in nicely was Metzger. Metzger able to read it nicely off the bat after that one was tattooed by Miller, and there's one down. So Hafley will be coming up here for the Burros with one down and a runner on. We'll see what Hafley can do against Stroman. Northern Cass playing back-to-back games, then they will be done with the Enderlin Baseball Classic here at Hendrickson Field on this Friday. Stroman sees this, and it's going to two-hop right in front of the Northern Cass dugout here. It's 0-1. No balls, one strike to the starting shortstop here today for Hillsboro Central Valley, looking to improve to their 6th win of the season. Northern Cass is looking for win number 11. There's the 0-1. I'll speed in there for a strike at 0-2. Riley Richter, the cleanup batter in the on-deck circle here for the Burros. Lushik takes his lead from first. The 0-2 offering here from Stroman. Missing for a ball. It's 1-2. As Stroman looks back the runner at first. The 1-2 pitch. This is going to be hit in the air to straightaway center. This one might have a chance. Huzar looks up, and that ball is gone on the train tracks. It's another 2-run homer today here in Enderlin. Chase Hafley with a line drive shot to straightaway center. It's a 2-run bomb, and the Burros have a 2-0 lead. We've seen teams barrel up a baseball, not the majestic high fly shot out of the park. It's been a lot of line drive shots just like that, getting in the jet stream and let it go for a little while with the wind, helping you out. Lushik comes in to score. Hafley makes it 2-love in favor of the Burros. Riley Richter, the first baseman, it even went over the higher fence of the wall here. You got about 6 feet, then you add another 6 feet to that. There's 2 runs across so far for the Burros. This one in there for a strike. Richter falls behind the count now 0-1. Here to Stroman. On one pitch, that'll miss for a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 to the cleanup batter, Stroman. Sees this one out of the zone, now 2-1. All the home runs today have been 2-run homers, mind you, from game number 1 to this one. Well, that could change. Here's a shot to deep left center field. Huzar about a step in front of the wall for allowed out number 2 as Richter just missed a chance for a round tripper. 2 down, top of the first, as Duffner will come up to the plate for the center fielder. Sounded good off the bat here at Hendrickson Field. As Duffner, the center fielder, will have a chance against Stroman. First pitch swinging. This one is hit in the air to the left fielder as Metzger comes across to cut it off to retire the side. But the damage is done. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We played a half inning on the Bank North scoreboard. It's the Burros 2, Northern Cass coming to the plate.
Central Valley Schools has provided me with so many opportunities. Whether you are in the sports, the arts, or any other activities, there's something for every student to get involved in, and the teachers are pretty cool. I'm Tyson Sumby, a senior at Central Valley High School. My favorite thing about Central Valley High School is the community, because we are well put together. Find your favorites at Hillsboro Central Valley Schools. This message is from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family. committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Hi, I'm Preston Ettinger with Lux Wealth Advisors in Mayville. At Lux Wealth Advisors, we believe financial planning is about more than numbers. It's about your future. We provide small town service with big company resources.
Hi, my name is Hunter Torgerson at Lux Wealth Advisors. As your neighbors, we understand the unique challenges you face.
Whether you're saving for your child's education, planning for retirement, or starting a business, we're here to help every step of the way.
With personalized strategies tailored just for you, we help turn your financial dreams into achievable goals. Lux Wealth Advisors, your trusted partner for a brighter financial future.
Bottom of the first inning, we'll get to the starting lineups here for Northern Cass in terms of their batting order, with Metzger batting leadoff here for the left fielder, OC batting second, and Huzars batting third. Mr. Chenault on the mound here for the Burros misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Wadeson batting cleanup. The first baseman, Kleeman, batting fifth, as this one is fouled. It's 1-1. Hoyland batting sixth, Hoppy batting seventh, Parker Anderson eighth, and Wadeson batting ninth, with Stroman again pitching. This one hops the catcher, Cotton, now 2-1. Miller at third base, Halfley at short, Lushik at second, Richter at first here for the Burros. From there you have Smallbeck in left field, Duffner in center, and Sunby in right. Chenault. We'll see this to the backstop now, 3-1. Pitch number 5 of the at-bat to Metzger here after delivering a first strike. Chenault's been out of the zone the next 3. Now make it 4 pitches. 5-pitch walk for Metzger. And the Jags have a leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the first inning. As OC, the starting second baseman, will have his first chance against Chenault. Looks over at Sam Johnson for the signs from the head coach here for Northern Cass. Taking his lead off at first is Metzger. Metzger going to stay put. This one gets blocked. Nicely done by Cotton to keep it in front of him. That's now 1-0. Tomorrow coverage gets underway at 10:30 in the morning for the first of 5 games from the Enderlin Baseball Classic. Day 1, the more cumbersome day of the schedule, with 7 games. Good bunt on the way by OC up the third base line. An easy infield bunt on the way for OC. Metzger will be at second base. Jacob OC at first. Runners aboard. 2 batters up, 2 batters on here for Northern Cass with Trey Huzar. Huzar heading to South Dakota State for collegiate baseball coming up in the fall. The lefty on the mound, the lefty at the plate. He will take a strike. It's now 0-1. And we'll see Metzger earlier. He's making his way from Northern Cass to the Shrine Bowl on the way in the month of July. As this goes out of the zone now, 1-1 to Huzar. Jags, one thing that you've heard from coaches across the region this year is, you mentioned teams with pitching, as Huzar hits a 2-hopper to the shortstop. A chance for a twin killing. Nicely done by Halfley. Halfley goes 6-3 on the double play. Huzar is retired. Metzger now at third with 2 down, as OC is retired as well. So nicely done by Halfley for the twin killing. But going back to what coaches were saying with Northern Cass, they definitely have possibly the most arms, as Wadeson takes one in the back right between the number 8, as he will make his way towards first base with runners at the corners. And with that pitching, how can that help you once you get to a postseason regional tournament will be the question going forward, as Northern Cass will make a courtesy runner here with the catcher in Wadeson. They will come on now with the runner here with Mitchell. Colin Mitchell will be at first. So runners at first and second. Chenault will work from the stretch, 2 down. Northern Cass looking to get at least 1 run across after a leadoff walk by Metzger, who stands at third. As Sam steps up, big swing by Clement. And now it's 0-1. As Chenault. Braden looks in to Cotton. We'll see if the runner goes here with Mitchell at first or if he stays put. Metzger takes his lead at third. Runner will hold. This one in there for a strike. Here's the delayed steal going in. Staying put will be Metzger, so a delayed steal by Mitchell as he gets into scoring position at second base. Sam will see this one. Well, the runner's at second and third right now. With two down, a base knock in the outfield here for Sam. Could drive one, if not both runs in. This one is up in the air, popped up, playable for the second baseman, Lushik. Lushik will get there to retire the side on the pop-out, and that'll do it here for Northern Cass as they're able to get no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We played one on the Bank North scoreboard. Hillsboro Central Valley leads it by 2.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
By that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsboro.
Here on YourLiveEvent.com, here from Hendrickson Field, Hillsboro Central Valley leads a 2-0 over Northern Cass. This will be Cotton, Chenault, and Smallback, the 6, 7, and 8 batters due up here for the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley. So Northern Cass was striking, but could not strike while the iron was hot, so to speak, and score a run, but still a lot of time to go. More importantly, from a Northern Cass perspective, not to say that these 5-inning games don't matter for any of the teams here, but you might give some guys different spots, different opportunities. For both the Burro perspective and Northern Cass perspective, it's a non-region game. So the game that really matters more here for Northern Cass coming up tonight is against Enderlin later, as the Jags have the control of their own destiny in the Region 1, currently undefeated in the region right now, 10-2 on the season. But this particular Northern Cass team could be the number 1 seed, and that will be the goal for them later tonight if they can get a win over Enderlin, get one step closer to that spot. Here's a swing, about a one-hopper to Hoppy at third. Throws across a diamond. Good stretch there by Clement, and that'll be out number 1. So 5-3 on the putout as Chenault steps up to the plate now here for the opposing pitcher for Hillsboro Central Valley. Now for the Burros, the question is for them, for Mayport CG, Hatton Northwood, Maple River, Larimore, anybody for that matter in Region 2. How do you beat Thompson? As this is a ball that goes to the right fielder. Waitson is there, 1 pitch, 1 out, and there's 2 down here on 2 pitches here in the second. As Smallbeck, the left fielder, comes up now here for the Burros. The lefty in Stroman able to use a ground out and a fly out, and gets this one to swing through, and you got the pencil bat again for Smallback here. Got the eraser up top. Nothing about a torpedo bat that we haven't talked about in high school sports, as the pencil bat, well, right on the eraser tip, works for a base knock. So it'll make its way through for Smallbeck, as it'll be a 3rd hit of the game. For those of you that are just joining us, Lushik with a single in the first, and he came in to score with a Halfley 2-run homer to straightaway center field. That's been the difference in this game right now. 2-0 in favor of the Burros as Sumby, the number 9 batter, digs in now. Taking his lead off at first is Smallbeck. He will stay put. This one will miss on the inner part of the plate, now 1-0. And it goes back to the top of the lineup with Lushik after this. Smallbeck being A strike on the way to Sumby as Smallbeck were looking to see if he was maybe going to scamper into scoring position with 2 down here. See what kind of play head coach and Ben puts on here for the Burros. Stroman sees this one foul, now heading the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looking for his first punch out of the evening. As we said earlier, if you wanted to do outdoor activities, today has been your day. 63 degrees. You're currently in Enderlin, the high of the day of 64. Stroman, 1-2, that'll miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's Clement holding the runner at first base. This will be hit past the diving shortstop into left field as it gets by the glove of Hoyland. And Smallbeck will make his way to first. Sumby back-to-back singles here for the Burros, and they're trying to get a little 2-out magic in them here in the top of the 2nd inning. Tyson Lushik with a single. Can he make it 3 straight base knocks here for the Burros? Hillsboro Central Valley will play again tomorrow at 2 and 3:45 here from the Enderlin Classic as this one goes foul. They'll go up against the Oaks Tornadoes at 2 o'clock, then Midway Minto at 3:45. We'll have both of those games for you right here on yourliveevent.com. Brady Siebels and Brent Dick will be on the call. This will miss the zone, now 1-1. Region 2 baseball tournament at Mayville State this year, as it's been for many seasons. He won 1. This one will be fouled. Region 1 this year, something different with 8 teams. There's no play-in game, so all 8 teams will make the opening round and go into that double elimination tournament. The opening round will be at the higher seed, so if you're 1 through 4 in the region, you will host on May the 14th, and then everybody will go to Starion Field in Fargo on May the 15th for the Region 1 baseball tournament. So if you lose that first game or even that second game, you got a lot of pitching that you'll have to do in front of you in that region tournament to try to come back to that championship series. That's what I'm missing out of the zone, 2-2. And everybody does the postseason a little bit differently. Some go single elimination till you have 4 teams, and then from there you maybe got a true double elimination. 2-2 pitch, missing, now 3-2. Got even numbers, can make it a little bit easier for the bracket where everybody just makes a tournament, where you don't need to host a play-in. Here's the payoff pitch to Lushik. Runners break. Here's a fly ball. That's in the air to left center field. Huzar is there, and Huzar, a couple of steps in front of the warning track, makes the catch for allowed out number 3. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left. We played an inning and a half on the Bank North scoreboard. HCV leads it by 2.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
You would never buy a one-size-fits-all shirt, and you should never do so to protect your valuable assets. And we'll find you the right fit for your insurance policies.
Home insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance, crop insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to Scott. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
As we come to the bottom of the 2nd inning, this one swung and laced to left field here as Chris Hoyland is retired. So it'll be out number 1 quickly as Chenault on for his 2nd inning of work. as Hoppy and then Parker Anderson do up here in the bottom half of the second inning for Northern Cass. This is the 2025 Enderlin Baseball Classic from Hendrickson Field here in Enderlin. Home of the Enderlin Eagles, the Enderlin Indies when it comes to their amateur baseball, as this one is missed out of the zone. Here to Hoppy. Hoppy, the third baseman here, will see this one. That'll be underneath the glove of Halfley and into left field. So Matthew Hoppy, Matthew Metzger. A couple Matthews have been aboard here today, with Metzger with the walk and Hoppy with the single, as he's at first base now with one down, with Parker Anderson, the designated hitter. This coming up here will be Anderson. Taking his lead off at first is Hoppy, as he will stay put there, being held by Richter. As the sun making its way towards the western part here, slowly but surely, and we'll see if the lights come on as the day progresses here at Hendrickson Field. But it's been nice to see 8:30, 9 o'clock now, where the sun still has some daylight hours in it. As this one is going to be popped in, that will go out of play and over to the concession stand area for a strike. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike here to Parker Anderson. As we have a runner at first base again with Hoppy. Hoppy going to go. Here's a hit and run opportunity. That'll go foul now, 1-2. Cody waits and due up after this here for Northern Cass. As the Jags, they feel like they got a team this year that can compete for Region 1. And so far, the 4 teams kind of separated themselves in Region 1 early on. Have been Northern Cass, Central Cass, Kindred, and Lisbon. Oak Grove tied with Lisbon for the 4th spot, as this is going to be hit down the left field line in front of the left fielder in Smallbeck. That's a base knock here for Anderson, so a couple of back-to-back singles with the runners at first and second here to begin things off in inning number 2 for the Jags. After a line drive out by Hoyland to Smallbeck and left, Waitson, the number 9 batter, here to the plate for the Jags. As the first baseman, Richter, plays in on the grass. First pitch swinging, this one back up the middle, a chance for the Burros to turn 2 again. And the second baseman there in Lushik will get the out at second, then on the throw. The slide coming in by Anderson. And that'll be a fielder's choice here for Waitson. As Hoppy reaches third base, there's 2 down with runners at the corners. As Metzger will come up now. As you have Cotton will come across. And I think what they're going to talk about here with Hillsboro Central Valley was, could Lushik possibly take a step back, hit the bag, and try to throw, and was there interference by a runner where he couldn't ever throw? But the thing from the second baseman's perspective is Lushik never attempted the throw. If you attempt the throw and then you have an errant throw over to the first baseman, maybe you can argue a little bit more interference, but nothing called on that. So runners will continue to be at the corners with 2 down. The Jags had a similar situation in the first go awry after a leadoff walk where they left 2 runners on base, threatening again here in the second. Chenault with the pitch. This one will miss for a ball to Metzger. It's now 1-0. In the spot in the first inning, we saw the runner for Northern Cass have a delayed steal that was at first. Got to second base, and didn't see the runner at that point from third try to scamper on in. 1 ball, no strikes on the way to Metzger. Pickoff throw at first base, sliding back in safely. Top of the third inning for the Burros. They will see their 2, 3, and 4 batters, with Miller leading things off in the top half of the third inning. As Chenault from the stretch, runners stay put. This one backhanded nicely by Cotton. It's now 2-0. Cotton doesn't backhand that one. You definitely got Hoppy barreling down from third base to try to get in for the first run of the game for Northern Cass. 2-0 again for Chenault. Runner's going to go. 2-0 pitch on a hit and run goes right up the middle to center. One hopped and gloved by the center fielder Duffner, and is able to go first to third there as Anderson. Hoppy comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Metzger, and Northern Cass is their first run of the game. Runners at the corners as well as Anderson goes first to, that'll be Waitson going first to third. Metzger now stands at first base. Hoppy comes in to score. Base knock on the way for the leadoff batter for Northern Cass. It's 2-1 as Osi with a single his last time up. And on a 2-0 count, a hitter's count, Sam Johnson said swing away if you get something good for Metzger, put the runner in motion, and now has a tying run here at third base. Chenault sees this one on the ground on the pitch, and that'll eat up the third baseman Miller. Miller won't be able to do anything with that on the air as Metzger will make his way towards second base. Coming in to score is Waitson, and we're tied at 2 apiece. So a 2-2 game here, bottom of the second. Deuce is wild with 2 outs. Here in this one with 2 runners on. This one missed for a ball with Trey Huzar. Huzar into a double play to Halfley. His last time up on a grounder in the first. This one is going to be hit. A fly ball. Smallback has some time underneath it and left, and that'll retire the side on 2 pitches with Trey Huzar. But the Jags scored 2 as we're tied at 2 as we head to the third on yourliveevent.com.
City of Hillsboro invites you to make Hillsboro your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City Office at 701-636-4620.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the True Grade pull-type bulldozer blade from Degelman Industries. At 34 inches, the True Grade is the tallest pull-type bulldozer blade in its class. Our streamlined design will make cleaning ditches, grading roads, digging ditches, leveling fields, and moving snow easier and more efficient than ever. The Degelman True Grade, engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Top of the third, it's Hillsboro Central Valley 3. In the top of the third, it's Hillsboro Central Valley 2, Northern Cass 2 here today on yourliveevent.com. 2 runs, 3 hits, and error, and 2 runners left on base. In the bottom of the second for Northern Cass is Miller, Halfley, and Richter. 2-3-4 batters come up against Stroman. First pitch swinging is Miller, swung on and missed it. 0-1. Miller with a line drive out to Metzger back in the first inning, out to left his first time up. As Stroman with the 0-1 pitch. That'll go all the way to the backstop. Now make it 1-1. Game just over a half hour old here today in Enderlin. And Stroman has the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. That'll miss. Now 2-1. So far, the 2 runs here for the Burros come back in that first inning with a Halfley 2-run homer to center field. Now it's 3-1. Stroman, 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 runs that were earned, no walks and no strikeouts. Batter number 11 he's faced here in the Burro lineup. This will be hit in the air. That's to right. The right fielder barely has to move and waits in, and that'll be out number 1 to begin the third inning. So Halfley due up here now for the Burros. And the starting shortstop able to hit that home run to center field. Got behind the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sat on a pitch and hit out to center. This one will be jammed. A chance for the catcher, Wadeson. Wadeson comes in and makes the pop out. Wadeson lost the mask, quickly looked at it. Not much of a pop out there for Wadeson that had too much in terms of time on the hang time, but there's out number 2 here in the top of the third. Richter flew out his last time up to Huzar at center in the first inning. 2 up, 2 down here for Stroman. The pitch. First pitch. This one will be a potential 3 up, 3 down inning. The first baseman, Sam Clement, will come across, and that'll retire the side. Nicely done here for Riker Stroman. He uses 5, 6, 7 pitches in the inning to retire the side. We'll come back after this. Bottom of the third, Northern Cass coming to the plate.
Halsted Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halsted, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argusville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halsted Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halsted Telephone Company today.
Bottom of the third inning for Northern Cass. Wadeson. Then you got Sam. Then you got Chris after that. 4, 5, 6 batters here against Chenault. Chenault so far 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 runs. A walk and a hit by pitch in this contest. As Chenault works from the stretch. This one will miss low. It's now 2-0. Wadeson hit by a pitch, then had a courtesy runner for him back in the first inning. As this one will miss as well. Chenault on the verge of his 3rd walk of the game. 3-0 in there for a strike, now 3-1. As Chenault with the 3-1 pitch. That'll be a 5-pitch walk as Wadeson climbs aboard for his second free pass of the evening. Now Clement will be coming up here for Northern Cass. As the Jags as well will make a substitution for the courtesy runner. Looks to be the same runner that came in for him in the first time around, and it is with Mitchell. So Mitchell again stands at first base. Has a stolen base so far here for head coach Sam Nelson in Northern Cass. As Mitchell takes his lead off of first, Chenault paying him attention and able to dive back in safely. Northern Cass has either been tied or trailing today against Hillsboro Central Valley. Trailed early after 1 inning, tied it up in the second. This will be their first chance to take the lead here in the third. Chenault with the pitch. This one is hit a mile down the left field line and foul. Just misses the pickup down there by about 10 feet. It's now 0-1. No balls and a strike here to the number 5 batter. As Mitchell takes his lead off of first. Clement, righty-righty matchup with Chenault. Off-speed pitch missing out of the zone, now 1-1. High school baseball today on yourliveevent.com. More high school baseball scheduled for tomorrow here in Enderlin. Then check out our website, yourliveevent.com, as we have you covered for more baseball and softball here starting Monday of next week. That's all barring Mother Nature, as Monday's forecast does not look promising if you're a fan of outdoor sports or just a fan of doing anything outdoors, with some weather forecasted here from Sunday into Monday. The 2-1 offering here for Chenault. 2-1 pitch. This one's going to have a chance, and it does hit the tower. As it'll ricochet off and kind of go right into the batting cages here. Now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A good at bat here for Sam against Braden on the mound. Hillsboro Central Valley looking to turn 2 if they can. They've had chances and done it so once tonight, as Clement sees this one go foul and will keep it at 2-2. Hoyland due up next and Hoppy after that here in the Northern Cass lineup, as this is their first of back-to-back games, as they will have a date with Enderlin coming up here later tonight. Scheduled opening pitch just about an hour from now at 7:30. Oh, excuse me, check swing. Another foul ball here by Sam. Scott Carlbloom in the infield. Got Jared Hoff calling balls and strikes behind the plate. Taking his lead off of first again is Mitchell. As Chenault looks into Cotton behind the plate. This will be in the dirt, and Sam says, don't go anywhere. To Corbin at first. And another full count upcoming here for Chenault. 3 balls, 2 strikes. See if the runner takes his lead off of first, and with a 3-2 count if he goes with Mitchell. He will. 3-2 pitch is going to be hit on the ground, backhanded by the shortstop, Halfley, who gets 1. The chance for 2 in time for the double play. Stopping was Mitchell, not going through the bag at second, so that allowed Lushik just an open lane to fire and throw to Richter. Nice play, 6-4-3, Halfley, Lushik to Richter, and that'll be the second double play here for the Burros. If you're Mitchell, you can go into second base and try to break it up a little bit, but by the time he stopped and then he got out of the way, Lushik was, all right, I got a runway here to let this baseball go, and there's a swing and miss by Hoyland. It's now 0-1. Chris with a line drive out to small back and left, as Chenault is looking for a 3-batter inning here potentially with 1 more strike. He has yet to strike out a Northern Cass batter here tonight, has given up 3 walks. 2 down, bottom of the 3rd in a tie ball game here in the Enderlin Baseball Classic. This will miss now 1-2. As Chenault swung on and missed, and there's the strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We played 3 on the Bank North scoreboard. It's HCV 2, Northern Cass 2 as we head to the 4th.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Grow with us. Build with us. Ada Building Center, LLC. They offer estimates and drafting on homes, houses, shops, lake cabins, garages, and more. From start to finish, thank you for choosing Ada Building Center, LLC for your building material needs. 218-784-3661, Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada. To see their latest building projects, visit their Facebook page.
Top of the 4th here in Enderlin, as Wrecker Stroman on for his 4th inning of work has retired 4 straight batters, 3 innings so far, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned off that 2-run homer by Halfley back in the 1st inning. Chase Miller, Joey Hughes with you as we get you ready, as Duffner, Cotton, and Chenault will be due up here for the Burros. First pitch swinging. This one will go up the 3rd baseline foul. Duffner, the 2nd time he's been up, finished off the 1st inning with the fly out to Metzger and left. As Stroman fires a strike. Now 0-2. Working from the windup here for Northern Cass. 10 wins, 2 losses on the season for the Jags. Burros, this is game number 9 on their season. This would be hit on a line that goes right back up the middle, and Duffner gets a leadoff single. As last hit for the Burros came with Sumby back in the 2nd inning. And a runner's on here to begin things off for Hillsboro Central Valley. This game is 5 innings long, 90 minutes. If it's tied after 5, then you'd go to sudden death in baseball. We'll get to that if we need to. But right now, runners on here with Cotton, pick, and easily getting back is Duffner at first. The time limit, don't really need to worry about that, as the first pitch was at 5:57 here today, unless we have a long extended inning with a lot of at-bats and a lot of long 3, 4, 5, maybe full counts. Looking to bunt, taking the bump back there is Cotton. That'll be a ball. Austin with a ground out to Hoppy at third base his last time up. Stroman looks back the runner at first, the 1-0. Off speed will miss, now 2-0. Playing in on the bag at third is Hoppy, pretty much right where the dirt meets the grass here at Hendrickson Field. 2-0 onto the zone now, 3-0, and Cotton one pitch away from taking a 4-pitch walk and getting to first base here and getting Duffner into scoring position. 3-0. That'll miss out of the zone, and first walk of the game here for Stroman. Duffner at second. Cotton now stands at first, as Chenault will be coming up here. The opposing pitcher with the fly out to the right fielder waits in his last time up, and Sam Johnson will come on here and talk it over with the infield, and we'll see if Stroman might be done here in this game in the fourth inning. As Johnson comes and talks it over with the infield. Runner at first base is Duffner after a single, a walk here before Cotton. It looks like Sam Johnson just giving some instruction in terms of what Chenault might do here. If it's a bunt, where to go with the ball, and some opportunity here for Stroman to also just continue to learn here in this particular situation, as Stroman's done a nice job here today of not allowing anything big to happen outside of that one pitch that you'd like to have back anytime you give up a home run. In a situation like this, Riker, the freshman, this Northern Cass team, a lot of seniors on the roster, good chunk of juniors and sophomores, and then a bevy of freshmen after that on this varsity roster with 4 on the roster. But taking a look at Stroman, these are situations where for Sam Johnson and for any particular team, chance to continue to grow, put yourself in different spots, because you're just never sure of how a tournament might shake out, where you might need a guy to come in and throw an inning or two and get some outs, maybe save one of your better pitchers for later on in the tournament if you feel comfortable with a freshman in that situation. Chenault will come on. First pitch swinging, this one is jammed, and this will go down the right field line. Waitson is there, Waitson gloves it, trying to tag up from second to third is Duffner. Here's the throw, as that's going to come all the way across, and sliding in safely, here is Duffner. And with the throw, he will get to third base. So it's a fly out by Chenault on one pitch. Duffner now at third. Cotton will stay at first. Productive out, though, for Chenault to get the runner up 90 feet, as Smallbeck with a single his last time up in the second. 1 for 1 today, and now you have runners at the corners, and we'll see what the play is here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Duffner at third, Cotton at first. Stroman looks into the number 8 batter here, the opposing left fielder for the Burros. This will be first pitch swinging, popped up to the shortstop Hoyland, and that'll be out number 2. So after Sam Johnson came on and talked to this pitcher, 2 pitches, 2 outs, and a fly out and a pop out, and now Tyson Sumby, the right fielder, will come on, as single his last time up, but Stroman is one good pitch away from getting out of the inning unscathed. As Stroman sees this, that'll miss for a ball. The 1-0 pitch upcoming here to Sumby. In there for a strike. Now 1-1. As Zeski warming up down the left field line here for Northern Cass. 1-1 pitch, looking for the pick. He will dive back in safely as Cotton at first base. As we'll have the 1-1 offering upcoming again to the number 9 batter here for the Burros in Sumby. 1-1 is going to be hit in the air. That's going to go to the chance at the second baseman to make an over-the-shoulder grab. Camped by OC, but he throws to third to try to get the runner out there. Is he safe or is he out? He's out. The run comes in with Duffner. It's an RBI single for Sumby. Going from first to third was Khan, but he was out by OC, as that'll be 4-5 on the putout to retire the side. But a run does come across. On 2 hits, there were no errors and a runner left on base. We have a new score on the Bank North scoreboard. It's Hillsboro Central Valley 3, Northern Cass 2 with the Jags coming to the plate.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids in schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Hoppy first pitch swinging here, 7, 8, and 9 batters against Chenault. Hoppy with a single and a run scored earlier in the game back in the second inning. So for Northern Cass, with it being a 5-run game, looking to score 1. If they can score 2, and they're looking for 3 outs in the top of the 5th. Well, for the Burros, 6 outs away from closing this game off and going 2-0 today in Hillsboro. 2-0 today here in Enderlin before they make their way back to Hillsboro-Buxton area here for the Burros. No balls, 2 strikes on the way here to the third baseman of Northern Cass and Hoppy. The 0-2 pitch swung on and kept alive as Chenault. 3 innings of work so far, 4 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout, 2 runs have came against. The 0-2 pitch upcoming here for Chenault, bottom of the 4th inning. This one will be in the dirt, missing now 1-2. As the Burros will have 2 more games tomorrow here in Enderlin. Well, for Northern Cass, they'll have a game next with the Enderlin Eagles, as this one is hit on the ground to the second baseman who gloves it. Lushik across to Richter like a vacuum. Lushik able to bring that one in now. 4-3 on the putout, and there's 1 down. Parker Anderson comes up to the plate. We gave him a single his last time up, as this will be making its way here for Northern Cass. Bottom of the lineup productive, though, the first time through for head coach Sam Johnson is what the reason why they scored. They got 2 runs by the 7 and 9 batters here in the lineup. This one is going to be hit in the air. That's to straightaway center field as Duffner will come on a couple of steps into the alley, and there's 2 down in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now it's Cody Waitson. As Waitson reached base on a fielder's choice, later came in to score and tie it up at 2 apiece back in the bottom of the second inning. And right now for Chenault, going back through, is this going to be a line drive and what a grab by the shortstop Halfley. A snow cone play by the shortstop and a line drive at that. A 3-up, 3-down inning. What a play by Halfley at short to Rob Waitson of a base hit. It's 3-2 Burros as we head to the top of the fifth.
Hillsboro Schools has provided me with so many opportunities. Whether you're into sports, the arts, or any other activities, there's something for every student to get involved in, and the teachers are pretty cool. I'm Lex Ellingson, a senior at Hillsboro High School. My favorite thing at Hillsboro High School is hanging out with my teammates after school, because it's helped me grow as a person and have fun in my community. Find your favorite at Hillsboro Central Valley Schools. This message is from Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source, helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, East Grand Forks, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or 701-847-2622.
Top of the fifth inning we go. Hillsboro Central Valley 3-2 as Riker Stroman will have his evening done. 4 innings of work, 6 hits, 3 runs that were earned, a walk, and 0 strikeouts as Brody Zeski will come in and pitch here for the right-hander to the top of the lineup here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Lushik, Miller, and Halfley due up here for HCV, up by 1, top of the fifth. First pitch, that'll miss. Zone 1-0 going back to Chenault, though. He's done a nice job as he's retired the last 5 batters that he's faced. Walked Wadeson. A fly out by Huzar. OC reached base on an error. The last Northern Cast batter to get a base knock was in the second by Metzger. So Chenault has done a nice job here on the mound for the Burros. 2-0. Now make it 3-0 on the way to the leadoff batter and Lushik here for Hillsboro Central Valley. Single with a run scored, 1 of 2 today. As Zeski going to have a shutdown inning here for Northern Cass. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. Now 3-1. 3-1 offering here from Zeski. That'll be in there for a strike at 3-2. After falling behind the count 3-0, we'll see what Zeski does here on the payoff pitch as we get a time at the plate. Waitson behind the plate, Hoppy at third with Hoyland at short. OC at second, Clement at first, Waitson in right, Huzar in straightaway center, and Metzger in left here on the horn for Northern Cass. Here's the 3-2. Be a walk for Lushik as Zeski will get his first walk of the game. Second free pass between Stroman and Zeski here for Northern Cass, as you'll see Bryce Miller digging in. So the runner at first base again in Lushik. As we'll see the Burrows here with Miller. Miller 0 for 2 today. Pick play at first, not in time. Miller with a line drive out and a fly out to left and right. As some fans are trickling on in for the nightcap here in Enderlin coming up, which is scheduled for a first pitch in about a half hour. This one will be in there for a strike. It's now 0-1. Runner at first again is Lushik here for the Burrows as he takes his lead, being held on by Clement. No balls, 1 strike with Zeski working from the stretch. Foul back, and it's 0-2. As Zeski looks into the dugout for, well, he's looking at now back to Waits in here. Is Zeski. The 0-2 pitch off speed in the dirt. Waitson keeps that in front of him now at 1-2. Game that's an hour old here today from Hendrickson Field. So far, wins from Lisbon twice, defeating Maple River and Enderlin earlier today. Win by the Ball Stars twice, as we'll get to their results and what they were doing after this pitch. 1-2 is going to be hit. That's going to the second baseman. What a glove by Osi. They go to first, and they're going to get the out there and the out at second in time. Osi to Clement to Hoyland. That'll go 4-3-6 on the double play, as I think the runner there in Lushik was wondering if it was going to be a catch. They'll say it one-hopped Osi. Osi with the glove made sure to go to first base to Clement. Then Clement whipped it over to Hoyland at short, and the runner in Lushik just didn't hustle all the way to second enough. And there's a double play you don't write in the scorebook too often. 4-3-6 in the fashion of how you had it with the 4-3-6 double play. So 2 down. Nice play by Osi at second. As Halfley, no balls and a strike. This one will be hit up the third base line. That'll go foul. Now 0-2. Nicely done by Ben right there in the coach's box. So far, a difference maker. Halfley with a 2-run homer back in the first. Zeski with the 0-2. That'll miss. Now 1-2. But going back to Osi, that almost looked like he caught it on a line drive to begin with. And I thought Lushik was kind of in dead man's alley between first and second regardless. But good tag as well. Heads up play by Hoyland at shortstop. A big swing, and Halfley is retired on the strikeout. So a leadoff walk goes awry. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Zeski with 1 inning of work in relief. A walk, a strikeout here today, and Northern Cass turns the double play. We head to the bottom of the 5th with a new score. Still at 3-2, that is, as Northern Cass will come up to the dish.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsboro invites you to make Hillsboro your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsboro and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsboro. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsboro, contact the Hillsboro City Office at 701-636-4620.
Bottom of the 5th inning, top of the lineup here for Northern Cass. 1, 2, and 3. Metzger sees this for a ball as Chenault is on for his 5th inning of work. Metzger with a walk and a single so far today. As Metzger hits this one up the third base line, about a 3-hopper to Miller. Miller across the diamond in time for the out, and Richter is retired. 5-3 on the putout as Metzger is retired. As on that one, Sam Johnson and the assistant here for Northern Cass thought that Metzger beat it out on the hustle. Instead, it'll be one down as OC steps up to the plate. OC with a single, and you reach base on an error his last time up. As this one goes all the way to the backstop, it's now 1-0. Big out number one for Chenault. More importantly on that one, as Tom Clapp and Sam Johnson thought that Metzger beat that one out. Is this going to be a fly ball to center field? Way back off the wall. It's going to one hop off of Duffner. Rounding first on his way to second is OC, and OC slides in safely at second. It's a one-out double by the second baseman, and the Jags have the tying run in scoring position. As Duffner had to play the wall in straightaway center field. We've seen that happen a couple times so far here in this one. And Trey Huzar with a chance to potentially walk it off now for anybody in this spot with a two-run homer. More importantly, looking to at least tie the game with a base knock. If not, get on base with a walk here for Trey, who's 0 for 2 with a double play in the first, a fly out to Smallbeck and left in the second. Chenault with a 1-0. That'll be in the dirt now, 2-0. How about the play, though, now by Miller to Richter on the stretch? Otherwise, Northern Cass would have runners at second and third instead of just at second with one down. This one will be in there for a strike, now 2-1. Chenault's gone 4 1/3 so far today for the Burros. This will miss in the dirt now, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike on the way to the Northern Cass center fielder. 3-1 pitch, and Huzar is aboard with a 5-pitch walk. Tying run, 180 feet. Game-winning run, 270 feet away. As Carter Wadeson, hit by a pitch and a walk, will come up, and we'll see if we get a new pitcher here for the Burros. There's Chenault right now talking it over with the infield. As currently right now, looks like Ben just going to talk it over with the infield, go over some particular signs, where to get the out, what you're kind of looking potentially at doing, and a chance to turn a double play, as this has been a twin-killing kind of a game so far. As we've seen a double play in the first and the third for the Burros. Had a chance at another one even in the second, as Northern Cass just turned a double play in the top half of the inning. But Wadeson has reached base twice. Has a chance to drive in the game, tying run here potentially. Clement on the on-deck circle after Carter. Carter, first pitch swinging, skies one a mile high. The second and third baseman here, as this will go towards the shortstop, in Halfley. And there is 2 down. So out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning, as Northern Cass will come up to the plate. As Clement hit into a double play his last time up, 0 for 2 today here for the Jags. As stepping off is Chenault. Chenault looking for the complete 5 innings and picking up a win here for the Burros. Chenault will see this backhanded by Cotton. It's now 1-0. Batter number 5 of the inning here for Northern Cass. Chenault with a 1-0 pitch. That'll miss. Not a bad spot to miss, though. 2-0. Outer part of the plate, low and away. Trying to see if he can get Sam to swing through one there. 2-0 pitch. There's a swing and miss. Now 2-1. Bottom of the 5th inning in a 5-inning game here today with the Enderlin Baseball Classic. The 2-1 offering. This is going to be popped up, and that'll go out of play, and it'll be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The number 5 batter here in the Northern Cass lineup, and Chenault 1 strike away from putting this game on ice. 2-2, good take. Runners will be off now with a full count and 2 down. So anything in the gap has a chance to score Huzar, as runners will be leaving early here with a 3-2. As they go, that'll miss, and Clement takes ball number 4. The infield for HCV. All took about a step in towards the pitcher's mound, thinking it was strike 3. OC at third base, Huzar at second, as Clement draws the walk, and now it's Chris Hoyland. Hoyland 0 for 2 today with a line drive out and a strikeout. As this one goes out of the zone, it's 1-0. Northern Cast with a tying run 90 feet away. The game-winning run at second base and Trey Huzar. The 1-0 pitch from Chenault. That'll also be out of the zone off the glove of Cotton. Now 2-0 and nowhere to put Chris Hoyland. Two balls, no strikes here for Hoyland. Taking, that's a ball. Now 3-0. And Chenault trying to avoid to walk in the tying run at third. Taken all the way, it's a 4-pitch walk, and we're not at 3. OC comes in to score. Huzar now at third base. Clement takes second. Hoyland with the walk will bring in the run. It's a 3-3 ball game, and another walk, a wild pitch. A base hit by Hoppy will end it. Hoppy takes a ball. Now it's 1-0. So back-to-back walks here on the way. 6 consecutive pitches out of the zone. And that'll hit him, and Northern Cast comes back and wins it. Huzar will come in to score after the hit-by pitch by Hoppy. Northern Cast plays 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning, and they come out victorious by a final of 4-3. Your final on the Bank North scoreboard here today from Hendrickson Field in Enderlin. It's Northern Cast 4, Hillsboro Central Valley 3, in a game that goes 1 hour and 20 minutes as Northern Cast improves to 11-2 on the season. Hillsboro Central Valley drops to 5-4. Our post-game shows around the corner here on YourLiveEvent.com.
JAG connects your operation with first-hand expertise and industry-best precision ag technology from Ag Leader. We've simplified precision farming with powerful tools to maximize profit opportunities like never before. No matter the size of your farm or the complexity of your field activities, Cutting Edge Ag is your local partner for a more profitable future. Unlock a new era of farming success with Ag Leader and Cutting Edge Ag.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered 2-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Again, our final here today, Northern Cast picks up the win. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 4 runners left on base. Hillsboro Central Valley, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left on base for the Burros as they drop to 5-4 on this season. Brody Zeski will come in relief and pick up the win here for Northern Cast. 1 inning of work, a walk, and a strikeout. Riker Stroman went 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs that were earned, a walk, and no strikeouts today on the bump. Well, Braden Chenault will get tabbed with the loss. 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits against, 4 runs, 7 walks, and 1 strikeout here in this contest. Hillsboro Central Valley, 2 runs in the first, a run in the fourth. Northern Cast, 2 runs in the second and 2 runs in the 5th inning. As we get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com for career opportunities for our Player of the Game here in this contest. And Player of the Game here is going to go to Jacob Ossie. Got on base all 3 times. Hit a double after Metzger was called out at first base and really stemmed the tide, getting a double and getting some life back into that Northern Cass side quickly after a bang-bang call at first. Jacob Ossie and making a really nice play on a double play as well to finish off the Burros in the 5th inning, top half of the 5th. He is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. That, again, is Jacob Ossie for Northern Cass. We go from there to our Agassiz Precision Ag play the contest, a couple of double plays. One of them turned by Halfley by himself, which he got Trey Huzar 6-3 on the double play as Huzar hit it right to him, able to go to second base. A nice throw to Richter at first. That's part one. The other part of the Agassiz Precision Ag double play was a 4-3-6 double play in which Bryce Miller hit a rocket to Ossie at second base. He gloved it, threw it over to Clement to make sure he got the out at first, and Clement threw it to Hoyland, who applied the tag on Lushik before he got to second to get the double play. So the twin killing from both HCV and Northern Cass is our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the contest. Go to Agassiz Precision Ag website. That is planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Agassiz Precision Ag. And finally, to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Well, coming in to close the door is Brody Zeski in that 5th inning. After that walk, the double play by Ossie and then a strikeout of Halfley. Brody Zeski is our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, closing the door and picking up the win in the 5th, going up against just 3 batters here from Hillsboro Central Valley. For more information, go to halsteadtel.com. That's Halstead Telephone Company at halsteadtel.com. With the win, Northern Cass now 11-2 on the season, as they will have a date with the Enderlin Eagles upcoming here in just about 15 minutes or so, while the Enderlin Eagles have been waiting for their next game after falling short to Lisbon Broncos earlier today. But Northern Cass, in a barn burner, wins it 4-3 over the Burros of Hillsboro Central Valley. On behalf of Joey Hughes, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you so much for tuning in to our broadcast here today of the Enderlin Baseball Classic. We'll have one more game. It'll be a Region 1 counter coming up in mere moments here on your liveevent.com between Northern Cass and Enderlin.